Yeah. Come on. Welcome.
Good afternoon. Sean Hicks coming at you. A little midday morning. Wednesday, July the 5th. Welcome on into the show. Hope everybody is doing wonderful on a Wednesday morning, afternoon, however you want to, or it could be nighttime for you. Like, subscribe, ring the bell here. Winning Free Pick channel. Again, if you're on FreePicksPhillies, come over, Winning Free Picks. It's not going to be there much longer. Done you right now. College and NFL football, the videos will be on the Winning Free Pick side of things. Maybe you're on the Sean Hicks page. Super. I appreciate that. You know, you get some everything that you get here on Winning Free Picks and some other stuff too as well. Again, notification bell on. Live shows. Midday Money. Live shows at night. Look headlines. Twitter, Mr. Sean Higgs. I'm going to tweet out the plays there as well. Those listening on podcasts after, I appreciate you all listening. Thank you for tuning in. I'll give a country rundown. I'll probably do a country rundown next week on a midday morning show, right? Not a lot going on next week with the All-Star break. So we'll do a country rundown. Shout out to everybody listening across the universe. Thank you for that. All right, 52 days of college football. Who's not excited about that? But let's talk recapping yesterday's action. Total of 64 in the video. We'll take it. Plus 3 something there. Not too shabby. We had a nice dog with the A's. Never in doubt, Oakland A's yesterday. 1-0 winner. That's what we call easy money, right? Pirates get it done for us too. Big dogs. We go 3-2 on the sides there with the Seattle Mariners also cashing. We lost Milwaukee and Atlanta. And then on our no bat bottom nines, we go 3-2. With a plus 115 in there. So plus money. We will take it. 186 and 229 in the video. Again, still some work to do, right? We're down a chunk. I'm not going to lie. We're down a little bit, but we will. I'd like to say we'll be even by the end of the season. Pretty possible, right? We've hit some rough stretches now, a couple good stretches, and we'll be back to even and then into the plus. So let's get going here. Marlins from last night, nothing's changed. We still got the Marlins here up on the chat. Now, added additions from last night. Yankees, no at-bats, bottom 9. I'll take them here for plus 145. First Kramer hasn't pitched well. Yanks, I don't know, man. They've been Bronx bombering it up lately, finding some offense. Baltimore, little struggle lately. Little bit of a struggle. And again, Yanks, 8 runs, 6 runs. Not too shabby last couple outings. I think they get it done again. Now, Vasquez isn't a huge household name. I understand. A little bit of a dog today. I think they score runs off Kramer. Team struggling. And again, not that they're a fake team, Baltimore, or whoever you want to loop into that long season. Some teams hit ruts every once in a while. We have seen it with Tampa Bay at one point was like 30 games over 500. They've come not back to the pack, but you can't play that kind of percent, that rate. Just doesn't happen. I mean, we see the Braves on an awesome haul right now, but before that, they weren't. So Baltimore not playing good. I'll take a plus 145 of the Yanks. No at bat bottom 9. Cleveland. Now, I do like the over. You know what? I forgot to add the over. We talked about this last night and the team totals. Obviously, I like the over in this matchup. Sakura, Quantrill, like the over. Although I'm going to go with a Ramirez home run prop here for Cleveland on plus 420 out there for those of you. I don't know. You know what that means, people? I know we got some adults out here. Give me Ramirez home run prop here. San Diego, no at bat, bottom 9. Oh, the Angels. Send in the clowns, people. Trout, DL, 10 days. Let's be honest. It's the guy's wrist. He's not coming back. Not coming back for you. He's not coming back this month. They could keep Ohtani. Whatever. I don't like Seth Lugo. I can't lay a 180. You know, we talked this last night. It was a plus 125 run line from San Diego. Not sure what it is this morning, but we'll go no at bat bottom 9. They should take care of the Angels. I hate saying relatively easy, but Angels to me, I think the Hearts. That's it. It's over. Giants run line. Now, Cubs been great at home this season, coming off some bad outings. Again, on the road. Uh, this is really a fate of Tommy Malone. They should be able to put up some runs against this guy. I mean, he's a journeyman bullpen type of fella. Score some runs, Giants. I know you've lost 4 in a row. You've lost 4 in a row. Seattle's won 4 in a row. Anybody other than Seattle? I'm taking Seattle as a dog today. I'm not getting in front of a 4-game win streak and a 4-game losing streak. We flip things around here. Uh, Cobb run line plus $1.22. We will take the plus money because we're the plus dollar daddies. Tongue Tied, an official member here. Thank you, Tongue Tied, for joining the Winning Free Picks channel. Stroh's run line. Chase Anderson last 3 starts, barely going 3 innings, giving up 7, 9, and 6 runs, falling off hard. Hit this guy, do the job. I agree. And we had a cat in here last night saying how you should take Colorado, that the line was fishy, that it was off. I don't know. I mean, I figured a 245 spot. And again, this was last night, it was a 245. You mentioned Chase Anderson numbers. I ran those down too. Why would you want to take Colorado with this guy? Lost 3 in a row. Sent that guy with a 10 ERA in June. Run line Houston last night was minus 110 when we're on look ahead lines. Maybe I got it. I'm going to, you know what? Just for poops and giggles, we'll pull up some live numbers here. Still a minus 110. The line is actually down to 205, so it's come down. So Colorado backers might be, you grabbed them last night at the $2 mark, you might have been looking good because it's down to a 180, 185 range here. I see a 170 out there in Vegas at a book. Yeah, again, I'm not running to bet Colorado. That's a $2 dog. No, thank you. No, thank you. Roger Federer comes in. Can't catch a break. Can't catch a break. Stroh's run line power team total over 3.5. Rays first 5 killed the parlay. The Rays yesterday. Oy, oy, oy. Hey, Eflin, you go 3-1 or lose 3-1, right? It was a 3-1 game yesterday. Frustrating because I liked them too, Roger. I'm not going to say I didn't like Tampa Bay yesterday. But here we are. At one point, you were sailing along. You're still having a nice season. But you're in a little bit of a rut. 5-5 last 10, kind of middling. Playing some better teams. I'm definitely not a Nola guy. I didn't see Nola coming in and pitching the gem. Frustrating. Roger. So one of my soccer bets though, Tokyo Verdy versus V Varan Nagasaki. Both teams to score. Soccer. Again, there's the Winner Free Pick page. Get over there. Steve is in the house. Good afternoon, Steve. Thanks for popping in. Team Money, my guy. Good afternoon, friend. And we have why do you like Jose Ramirez prop? He hasn't been swinging that hot from the stats, but Duke can go deep at any time. Well, that's for me. Overall, the guy's a good player, right? I know it's not like he's hitting like 540 or something or 418 the last week or so, but, I mentioned Soraka before. 3 starts this year, right? He hadn't pitched since 2020. Guys gets up home runs left and right. I mean, on the season, here we go. In his game logs, 2 home runs against Oakland. Excuse me, 1 home run Oakland, 2 home run Arizona, 2 home run Miami. 5 in 3 games. 5 in 9 innings. So, I got a guy who's I don't know, I think Ramirez to me is a MVP type of guy. A guy with power. I'm getting a plus $420 return. Again, on a guy who puts up numbers versus pretty much everybody. I mean, the guy is a good player. Let's look at him here. Where's Ramirez here? Just, again, power-wise, we have guys giving up 5 in 9 innings of work. Ramirez. Full seasons. 11 in his first full. 29, 39, 23. 17, again, COVID. 36, 29 last year. 13 this year. Why? Why won't I take a home run prop on a guy at over 4-1 versus a guy's giving up 5 in 9 innings of work? Stephen Bowman, welcome in. Team money. Your dog hunting paid off. Good calls. Pirates minus first or minus 1.5. That's the 4th of July for you. Yeah, finally a good day. What I got? Like 6-1 yesterday on the with my picks. I'll take it. We needed a good one. Team money. Orioles today. Like in the O's, I'm against you on the O's. I'm leaning the Yankees here. Reds and the over here. Here we go. Here we go. Fading Josiah Gray. And you know I like Josiah Gray. Graham Ashcraft is not pitched well. But I totally understand. You have a, 18 Cincy playing good. Short line. I get it. Over. Now, we had the over yesterday there. Was it yesterday's game or the game before? Game before that. With that Luke Weaver. I mean, I don't hate it because I think Ashcraft will give up some runs here. Braves team totals at 5. Yes. I probably should have threw that out in the chat too. We talked about that last night. I mean, I think both teams are going to score runs here. Full game over. Braves run line and first 5. All in on the Braves here with Soraka. I can't bet Soraka. I need more than 3 games from a guys that pitched in 3 years. J-Rock, some homers today. Torres, a little Gleber and Vlad. Why not? I like the Gleber. I mean, I went with our guy, Jose. Ooh, I had a little burp there, excuse me. I went a little Jose. But I don't hate the Gleber. Yanks are hitting the ball a little bit. Kremer's the guy who gives up runs. Plus 450. The Vlad, Vlad's not having a great year, by the way. Not a. You thought it'd be a year the guy kind of takes off a little bit. Yeah, not all that special, but worth a shot here. Who's Vlad facing today? Where's Toronto? Oh, Lance Lynn. Old friend Lance Lynn. Total bases. Oh, we got Bryce Harper here. Over 1.5 minus 105 versus Zach Littell. Now, he's only going to get what? An inning out of Littell. Then we're going to get Chirinos out of the pen. The good thing when you do stuff like this, though, J-Rock, you're getting a guy who can hit homer. Maybe legs out a double. I don't hate it. Louis Roberts versus Barrios. I don't hate it. But again, though, with Toronto, I really don't want to get involved in Toronto games. I'd even play an over here with Lance Lynn. Is it what, 16 strikeout Lance Lynn or 6 runs in 2 innings? No thanks. Team money. Beginning of the end of the Angels has been. It's it. That's it. July is here. It is over. And talk about, Mike Trout. Trade Ohtani. I'm trading Trout if I could. What? 1 division title in a decade. 0 playoff wins. What is that? That's horrible. It's terrible. Trade them. You're not winning with them. Who cares if you get fans? Yeah, it's great. After that, you're still a bunch of losers. Trade them while you get some guys in the pipeline. Lane, what's up? You like J-Ram for a homer? I like it. I'm also looking at Rosario for Cleveland as well. Get a Ribby. Why? If I get a 180 on anybody on Cleveland for Ribbies versus this guy, take it. This is gonna be a 10+ run game. 7-6 again, some kind of crazy game. Absolutely. T-Money. They had the Rangers at 102 last night. It's up to 112 with Texas with Gray. There you go. I like Bella though. To me, it's a no play for me. Watch Colorado win. Well, it's come down. It was 240. It's down. Oh my goodness. I'm yawning like crazy this morning. And I went to bed relatively early. I went to bed like 11 o'clock last night. Right after the show, I loaded up and I was like, I'm beat. I told you I've been getting up extra early and trying to get some miles in, on my feet. Yeah, the Colorado line. Someone here was all over Colorado. I forgot who it was, Team Money. Who was all over Colorado last time? I'm like, you're crazy. J-Rock, K-Prop, Senga over 5.5. Rodriguez 4.5. Rios. I don't want nothing to do with Rodriguez. Guys off of injured lists, I don't care. I know we've had mixed results with this, with guys doing this kind of thing. No thanks. Barrios over, sure. I'm with you. Senga, I'll say okay to that as well, 5.5. Listen, I had a line on Arizona yesterday. I thought Senga was pitching. They flip them. I can do it today with you. J-Rock, McCarthy, win John Deere Classic plus 1,900. Jenny McCarthy? What was that show on MTV Jenny McCarthy was on? Cream, you like the D-backs today? Not particularly. No. Yesterday I did, but I thought we had a different matchup. Now, I don't want to lay with the Mets. I don't think the Mets should be faves. I said that yesterday when the line came out with Senga as a fave. It obviously went up when they switched to Scherzer, but I don't know. Not today. Not going to grab Arizona. Don't really like it that much. Cream. Steve, today, Blue Jays money line against Brios pitching better. I mean, do I want to lay with the Jays as a road fave? I mean, better pitcher, better team. Yes, I like it. Just not pulling trigger. Twins run line, only way to go. Minus 110 with Pablo on the hill, and Stroh's run line again. Only way to go. Take that 110 there. You have to. Team money. The Braves lineup. They score home runs every game. Is crazy. Yeah, Braves lineup is stacked. Got to take the overs. Team totals, game, especially against Quantrill, has been terrible. Stephen Bowman, I was going through up and down emotions of that Dodger game last night. When the Dodgers hit the home run, I cashed the one parlay out, got almost home money back. Cashed Pirates 165. Yeah, excellent. That's not bad. You get both ways. Can't really beat it. You cash one. I mean, you had two of them. You had two Dodgers at plus money. Cash one out, and then at worst you're splitting, so it's good. Pounded sports betting and sports cards. Jose Ramirez. I like some Andre Jimenez home run prop too. Again, Ed, right? Am I wrong here for a guy who's given up 5 home runs in 9 2/3 innings? I mean, the ball seems to be flying out of here right now. Give me the overs. Roger Federer, who's pitching for the Marlins? Hoying's on the hill. Billy Ho from White Man Camp Jail. Brian Hoeing is pitching for Miami. And again, speaking of teams to be dealing like the Angels, St. Louis, back up the truck, baby. Get the moving vans in there. Pound it. Padres roll line for all the coin. Angels not still getting bags. Stop with this nonsense. Angels are done. I'm upset that we're only going to fade the Angels. I think they got the Dodgers this weekend. Now, I don't want to bet the Dodgers because against the what is this line going to be like? 260 would be ridiculous with the Dodgers over the Angels are going to be. But Angels can't wait for the All-Star break. Get on those phones, baby. Lane Elliott, Rosario plays for Arizona. My bad. Amado Rosario. Oh, I thought isn't Rosario on? I thought there's a Rosario on the Cleveland Guardians you're talking about. Right? I mean, I'm not crazy. I think there is a Amado Rosario on Cleveland. Is there a guy named Amado Rosario, same exact name on Arizona? Is that correct? I got to pull up the Arizona lineup. Because I know for sure there's Amado Rosario on Cleveland. Right? I mean, hey, there's no Rosario on Arizona. What are we talking about? Now I'm totally confused. Now you lost me, Lane. Pound it. Future ticket. Angels under 2.5 wins. My best preseason bet cash it. Looks pretty good. Did we have a under Angels in here? I don't remember. I know we had a Reed Detmers Cy Young. Think that's over. Every one of my Cy Young. You know what, Pound it? And my Cy Young tickets all on fire. Talk about losing a quick $1,000. Manoa, I know, loser. Rodon, loser. Valdez is alive. He's got a shot if we could roll out some wins here. But not good. 600 in flames. Strider. Possible Strider's alive, 150. Everybody else, another nickel down right there. What's that, 450 out of the window? I mean, Strider and Valdez are alive for me. How about the MVP firewood? Yordi, Trout, and Pena. Soto, Turner, Harris, Alonso, Cody. Burn, baby, burn. I always said it was about Soto. He's going to break out full year in San Diego. Terrible. Terrible, terrible, terrible. Oh, man. What are you going to do? What are you going to... I could not catch a future Cy or MVP. Michael, I want Braves Guardians over 9.5. Winner. Call it in early. If you're the Angels GM, you have to take a serious look at blowing that whole thing up. Yeah. Mets and Cards, Padres, they should as well. I mean, the Mets, they're in a predicament. You got a guy who wants to spend millions of dollars. You could reload next year. You could offer Ohtani $1 billion, right? Oh, we'll give you $50 million a year for 10 years or some ridiculous nonsense. Will he take it? Who knows? But this year, why won't you trade Scherzer? The guy is 42, right? However old he is, 41. I mean, if I could trade Scherzer to the Dodgers and get a decent prospect because he's still on contract for next year and he pitched in LA and did right there, I'm sure he will. He said he'd sign off on no trade. So get rid of that. I mean, who else could you trade on a team? Could you trade Verlander? Would you? I mean, honestly, if I could trade Scherzer, I would. If I could trade Verlander, I would. And then I make a deal to somehow get Bieber. Because that guy's 30. Right? I mean, I'd rather try for Bieber, trade for him. He's 30-ish. Younger than the other two guys by a decade. Free agency comes. We back up the Brinks truck to get Ohtani here. Right? You could find somebody younger than those two guys. How many years do they have left? This season is done. You could eat part of their account. I mean, if Scherzer, I think the Dodgers, they'll pay. They don't care. If you got to eat some Verlander money, do what you got to do. Get younger with the staff. Carrasco, Peterson. Oh, Katana's supposed to be back sometime soon, right, Carlos? Katana. J-Rock, Trout, trade to Philly. Who's Philly? Who are they going to trade? I mean, Philly's got two pitchers in their minors. Do you want Goldie or do you want Trout? Honestly, I'd rather have Goldie for 2 years than Trout for 10 because I don't know how many games the guy plays 130 games a year. And that's great for 130. The problem is that when he goes out, you're going to be like, oh my God, what are we doing with this guy? He's never healthy. Good spot for him. Nathan, Marlins' first 5 run line. Yes. Stroh's first 5 run line. I agree, yes. Lane says, news for the chat. Manoah's returning pitch for Toronto on Friday versus the Tigers. We got to take the Tigers on Friday. Who's pitching for the Tigers on Friday? Do we have a matchup yet for the Tigers? I see Lorenzen is on deck for Thursday, which means we'll see could be anybody. We could get a Boyd sighting. I mean, is he hurt? I mean, they pitched Brendan White. They had a bullpen game last Friday or last spot in that rotation. How about an over for sure? The Juice. Rosario plays for Cleveland. That's what I thought. I had to go look it up. There is a Rosario for the Braves. Yeah. I thought it said Arizona. Eric. Hicks, no action for me today. Nothing fits my doggy mode. Remember, folks, this is okay not to have action today. You don't have to have action every day. I mean, doggy mode today, where are you looking? I mean, the only doggy mode you'd think maybe to look at would probably be Seattle because they're plus money. They've won 4 in a row. And maybe Cleveland because it could be a wild shootout. Do you look at Milwaukee at home because it's the Cubs and they've been dropping, 7 to 10? Do you take Hauser? See, I'm not really sold on Hauser. Roger says, Brian Hoeing. Okay, passing on that game. I mean, it's not terrible. It's a short number. Do you want to bet? And again, I'd rather lose with a 110, 115 fave that's playing good ball than say, it's too low. Let's take a 105 on St. Louis, who looks completely, lost. Bad. I mean, everything has just gone wrong for this team. Steve, Quantrill over 3.5 earned runs and every Brave hitting prop. I definitely sign up for the over in that game. Both teams. Eric, how can the Jays bring this dude back? He was getting pounded in the minors. Yeah, I don't know. Is it the pitch clock? I think it's this tired arm. I don't know what his velocity is. Where are our Blue Jay scouts? Is it just that his workload had increased so much the last couple of years that it caught up with him this year? And he put on some pounds and just not good? I don't know. I'm thinking it's the fatigue from the workload, and it's just a bad one. Gracious, good afternoon. Mets were 125. Now they're plus $1. Again, well, like I said, who wants to bet the Mets as a fave? I can take the Mets as a favorite. Team money. Oh, it's K Wins who said the Rockies. I gotta get the pen out for K Wins. K Wins. Thanks, Team Money. Colorado. Cause as much as those who watch the show, I joke with the pen, like people say stuff. So I write them down. Let's go, But you're gonna throw something down there. He was adamant about the Rockies yesterday. So, and the line came to his side. So I have to give him his due, whether he's here or not. I do that. Michael Amato's in the house. If I'm Nebraska, I'd push for Goldie and Bieber. Right? Why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you? Pound it. My futures are all on fire except the Angels under 82.5, Dodgers under 98 wins. Yanks World Series still alive. All player awards trash. Maybe Stroman Cy. You got to shout to Stroman Cy. I mean, my win totals are not bad. Where are my win totals? All right, here we go. Over Rays. Cleveland's not looking good. Cubbies and Arizona. So Arizona, I'm confident about Arizona. So far, so good. If I can get another pitcher, wonderful. Rays, I'm feel good about. Cleveland, not so much. The Cubbies are, that's going to be a close one for me. We're at what? 80 games, something. We're 90 games. How many games have we played? 85 games. So halfway, we got 40 wins, 39. That's a close one. Yankee under. I think I'm going to be all right. Red Sox under. I think I'm going to be all right on that. I think they're just going to be terrible second half. Stros under. I think that'll be close because they had a couple win streaks. Again, they got to get close to 100. Mets under. Cardinals under. 89 Cardinals. And the Dodgers. I think these are. I think I'm going to be all right with these. I don't want to say I'm going to win every one of these, but I'm happy with those. I'm happy. Desmond says Verlander to the Yanks. No. They're not taking Verlander. No. Yanks, I'm telling you, for me, the Yankee trade is White Sox, Giolito, and Benedetti. Shouldn't let Benedetti walk. Number one. That's who you're going for. That's who you need. I don't want Verlander. I don't need another old guy with injury concerns. No. If they're gonna, why do I feel like Lance Lynn is going to be the guy the Yanks get, or some Blackburn from the A's? Would you love to see Corbin Burns in here? Sure. Bieber, I understand. Verlander, no. No. Gracious, FanDuel's Miami plus it. Take it. I don't care who. At this point, I don't care who's pitching for Miami. What are you doing? Take it, St. Louis. No, thank you. Rob Thomas shot. Good to see you, Rob. How are you? Indians are going to take the division, I feel. Why would they trade Bieber? Because they're not going to pay him. Are they going to pay him next year? I know they're in the division, but is this team, and this is the point for any team in either Central, are you going to trade good chips in your minors to hold on to Central? Are you going to? Here's the thing: are they good enough to beat Tampa, Houston, Yankees, Texas? I mean, Toronto or Baltimore, whoever gets out of there. I mean, do you think Cleveland is that good? Because I don't, and I don't see them trading young guys to get better with another pitcher or a bat or something. So there's that. When they could trade and get a couple pieces back to help them maybe next year. Because again, it is a total cluster. Like the Twins. You wasted a first half of Ryan, Gray, and Ober with sub 3 RAs, and you're a 500 team. Terrible. Your offense, the lineup is, and I thought the lineup would be sneaky, go with a little power. You got a bunch of guys, and you're like, wow, they could hit. But they can't hit. So what are these teams doing? Because you're not beating any of the top teams. Same with the Reds. We're like, oh, the Reds. Why the heck are the Reds going to go and trade a bunch of young guys? Are they beating the Braves? If you're in the NL Central, whether you're the Brewers, you're thinking you can make it, the Cubs are going to make a comeback, you're the Mets. Are you? Who's beating the Braves right now? And again, I want to stick to the Centrals here because you brought up Cleveland. But in the Reds, like, oh, the Reds are good. Watch out, put a future on them to win the World Series. Are they getting past the Braves? Could they beat Arizona? You can't. You could outclub teams in the regular season. I'm a Yankee fan. I've seen us go back to 95 when they started getting good. They beat bad teams left and right. Playoffs come. You're facing Cleveland when they had Jared Wright and somebody, Charles Nagy, two decent pitchers. You start facing decent pitchers, what happens? Offenses get shut down. And in the playoffs, that's all you're going to face. One or two decent starters. You're in trouble. The Reds can't stop a wet paper bag. And Cleveland, you can't score half the time. Eric, cannot back the Reds with their star pitcher. Exactly. I said that last night, Eric. I said that's on principle. I can't back that guy. That's just bad omens right there. Bad juju in the air. Team money. The Royals are a good dog. Oh, Kansas City versus Minnesota. We had Kansas City in that first game there, team money. They beat the Dodgers. They won 4 or 5 or 3 or 4, something like, all right, I'll take a $2 dog there. They get up 1-0, give it back. Get up 3-2, give it back. Tie it up, give it back. Not interested. I mean, I don't hate it because I don't like Pablo Lopez, but I'm not running a bet Alec Marsh. No, thank you. No, thank you. If I'm taking a dog, it'll be a home dog on Cleveland. And Josiah Gray, honestly, even though it's not much of a dog. Robert, think too much is made of starting pitchers. More faith in Reds offense versus Washington, any aspect of pitching. Yeah, but if their pitchers give up a bunch of runs too, Washington can hit. That team hits the ball. The Reds have a bad starting pitcher and a bad bullpen. Yes, the Reds could hit themselves. But if Josiah Gray pitches decent like he has on the road and of late, well, they're going to score 3 runs. And the other guy's going to give up 7. So if you're down 4-0, I mean, I'm not running I guess you could bet the Reds live at down 4-0, but it's not just that. It's how much bullpen are you going to? You don't think your guys get tired? I mean, can you look at the staff here, please? It is a bad staff. Who pitched yesterday in there? 5 innings for Kennedy. Then here comes the bullpen. 4 guys, 4 innings. I mean, yeah, you could bet the Reds. I'm not Rob. Roger says your favorite over for today's card. It's got to be Cleveland and Atlanta. Gracious, Arizona. Arizona's minus 118 now. These guys were a dog last night. They were a dog with Henry on the hill. Now this is a 40-cent line move. They were plus 113 last night. Cleveland over, yes. Cincy, not loving. Philly, I don't hate. Marlins, I like. Nathan. There we go, Nathan. The Royals should lose to the Rollins. They should. I mean, Minnesota Rollins 110, only way to look at it. The Juice, I want to walk over 2.5 home runs, over 1.5 walks. I don't know, man. Well, I mean, he's been excellent the last month. On the road, not so good. I understand Tampa was kind of stymied last game. At home, they have been awesome. To me, it's a no play. When I get my conflicting kind of stuff here, where as good as Walker's been pitching, but then you look at the season, he's had got lit up a little bit on the road, and I got Tampa who's really good at home. It's this one I don't want to play. I mean, I don't hate this because I could see them scoring 3 runs, 2 walks, sure. This could be a 5-3 game. And he won't pitch a bad one. Bullpen comes in or something. I get it. I don't hate this. It's just I don't know. I just can't get involved. But I don't hate those numbers. Michael, I really hope this over 9.5 for the Braves hit. I need to stop the skid I'm on. Well, I mean, I hope you're not doubling, tripling up like I'm due to win here. I mean, do I like the over? Yeah, I think we got 2 bad pitchers, and I got a Braves offense that should score 7 a game in their sleep. I think Cleveland could hit this guy. Everyone else has hit him. And the Braves are in a position where you say, you know what? Go out for 4 or 5, throw, get in the spirit of the game like you haven't pitched in the major since 2020. So it's all right. If you go out, if you lose, maybe we out hit them for you. They need this guy to get right. I mean, Fried's supposed to come back. I don't think it's like where they'll pull him after an inning. If he gets hit, they'll leave him out there because he needs to start building that arm strength back. And he hasn't been good, and he's going to go out there, right? Just throw strikes. You got 8 guys behind you. Make a play. Give me the over. Robert, no doubt Braves have been rolling. They'll cool down. They generally do. I like the plus money. I mean, I don't hate Cleveland there just because of the guy pitching for Atlanta. And I don't expect Atlanta to go, I mean, what was it, a 19-2 run they were on? 17-2? So what, they're 24-4 now? Yeah, you're going to hit a little hiccup. You're going to lose a couple. It happens. We saw like Tampa Bay, as hot as they were. They've come back down to earth. Atlanta's really clicking right now. But I think they're going to give up some runs. Michael, good morning. Lane, supposedly no Altuve for Houston today, but that's the info moving the line. Yeah, but still, I mean, I don't mind Altuve sitting a day out. That's fine. Get a day of rest, my friend. I just can't bet Colorado. Michael, any thoughts on a Brew Crew today? I just don't trust Hauser. I like Steele. Maybe Cubby first 5 with Steele on the hill. Only way I could look at it. Steven, don't like the card today. Not force anything like the fish. Yeah, Marlins. Well, we talked about last night. Robert, Cashman Landon won't get him AGM awards. I mean, he should have gotten AGM awards. You took Miguel Andujar instead of Manny Machado. Well, we got to stay with our young guys. You don't play. Well, it's Clint Frazier. We don't need Bryce Harper. We got Clint Frazier here. Come on. I mean, the Yanks will bring in some arm, and you're going to be like, really? Really? That's who we're getting. I mean, but where are you getting pitching? Are you going to go to, Boston? You got to go back, bring back. Boston should, Boston, where are they going? Should they trade Paxton and Kluber and Sale or whoever else they could? I mean, do we want James Paxton back here on the Yanks? I mean, I don't think Red Sox will trade in division anyway. Fernando, you don't have to bet every game. No, you don't, Fernando. Pound it. Rendon's pitching on Friday to save the season. Yeah, I'm interested to see how that game is. A little Rendon action. Lane, what do we got here? To be fair, Cleveland defense looked all right, and the offense held up last night. I'm definitely going to keep my eye on them next few series, although I can't say I'm dying to bet them. That's the thing, man. They're so sporadic on offense. And I said beginning of the year, Cleveland's my favorite pitching staff, top to bottom. McKenzie gets hurt. Everything moves up. Things get out of whack. Guys get hurt here and there. Boom. The season starts. I like the staff a lot. I do. The offense, a lot to be desired. I mean, let's go back to last year. I was like, let's take some Fran Barrera. I'm like, Reyes, cleanup spot, big things. I was expecting big things from Cleveland offense. The guy was their opening day cleanup hitter. He was waived like a month later. I think he's out of baseball right now. Like, what the heck, Cleveland? I mean, where's Paul Sorrento? Something. Can you get some guy with some power on your team? Michael Amata. Cleveland GM has to realize what he has. Team can't score runs. They're terrible. They're light years behind the Rays and Stros. Really? So what are they going to do? Like, let's hold on to Bieber and win, and somehow we need all types of stars to align for us to go on a World Series run. Come on. Come on. Michael A. What do we got here, Michael? Couldn't beat the Orioles or the Yanks, Rangers, 7-game series. I agree. I don't think they can. Now, there'll be some low-scoring games, and maybe they come in and steal one here or something, but again, they're not better, I don't think. Lane says, I don't want to derail from today. Are you going to hit us with some college football talk over break? Certainly look forward to college football. Probably a little bit on Midday Money. We'll talk about some stuff like that. You know, I got to start doing. Like I said. So next week, probably no look headline. I don't think I'll do look headlines next week. Maybe I'll come back Thursday into Friday for Friday baseball. But it's it's such a slow week. That is when I'll jump into getting some college stuff done. And that's why I say, look, I see a lot of guys still over on Picks and Parlays. Subscribe to the Win a Free Pick channel, please, because there'll be videos posted here that are not going to be on that page. So, I mean, it's the same channel. It's just more videos of me, basically. They PNP has a lot of free pick kind of stuff. When I do the videos here on Win a Free Pick channel, it'll be college divisions, conferences for NFL, stuff like that, those kind of things. Because I just can't load those up individually and live over there stuff because we have other shows going. Lil Rigo, what's the play on the Stros Rocky game? For me, I got the Stros run line at a -110. But honestly, Rigo here, you got a spot where this line was a 245 last night. It's come down. Maybe the play is Colorado. I don't think Altuve should move the line 20 cents if he plays here or there. I think Colorado's terrible. Their pitcher's been brutal last month. I'm going run line Astros. Got it on the site. Robert, any idea how long Judge is on the mend? Ken the Toe Henderson. I don't even know who that is, Rob. So you're definitely aging yourself there. The Judge thing. End of August. I again with the Yanks. If it's Lance Lynn and Benedetti, you need Benedetti in here. You need a guy who hits 280 and get on base. You can't have a team of 220 guys who hit homers every once in a while. You need a guy who makes contact and get on base. Get Giolito and get Benedetti. I say Judge end of September 1st for Judge. Tamusi's Yankees Day. I agree with Yankees today. We got it here in the chat. Yankees, no bat, bottom line, +145. I think they win today. Again, not that you've heard me say we got to take Baltimore. They're a dog. They got 20-something wins on the road. Pretty good team overall, 50 wins or whatever they got, 49. They're not playing good baseball right now. As much as Tampa's been scuttling the last 2 weeks, Baltimore's right behind them. You can't always win 8 out of 10. Yanks are putting up 6, 7, 8 runs the last couple days for these guys. Kramer's been bad on the road. Team's not playing good baseball. Yeah, I'll take a shot on the Yanks here. Absolutely. J-Rock, Higgs told the Yanks not to sign Judge and he was going to get injured. Yeah. I mean, what were they thinking? Let's sign this guy. He's 31. He's had 2 decent seasons when he's healthy. Okay. But I remember when they tried in Stanton. Oh, my God, him and Judge are going to hit 100 home runs combined. That was a prop at Will Hill, Caesars. Unbelievable. Terrible. And again, not that Soto's been great, but I would have much rather traded some young cats and got Soto in here at the same price or less than Judge, and the guy is 7 years younger. Whatever. I mean, what do I know? I'm not a baseball GM. Where's Joe Charbonneau? Joe Charbonneau. Michael A. Hey, give me your Give me your 2-3 faves from AFC, NFC. My 2-3? So you want 23 faves, Mike? Mike, come on over to Win a Free Picks page too as well. All right. So again, I don't have the odds right in front of me here. But I'm not going to go really crazy deep into who I think wins. Obviously, I think the Eagles are the class of the NFC. I think it's Eagles and then everybody else. I was just with Ross and Jesse today on Winner Circle, and I had the Niners, and this is like their totals 10.5. I'm like, how are we betting on San Fran with their quarterback? Okay. Oh, look at me. I got Mr. Irrelevant. Look at this. Great story, Purdy. The guy has 5 starts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 starts under his belt. And they're going to the Super Bowl. The defense can carry you so much. He's got 5 starts. Lance has got 2. Lance has looked terrible. And as the torn UCL in his elbow, he's just starting to throw or hasn't thrown. Okay, I get it's a system he plays in. But are you telling me that Brock Purdy is Tom Brady, right? And I said to Jesse and I said, how many guys picked in the 5th, 6th, 7th round have gone on for like long starting super careers in the NFL? Like I can't. I mean, we all know Brady. I don't know anybody else. You could come in and have a nice little stretch. Somebody's turned into a superstar. I'm not buying it. And you got McCaffrey. You got to take some weight off you. Debo's great. Ayuk, Kittle. I understand. Good defense. I don't think San Fran. So if I'm going out on a limb, if it's not the Eagles, and again, they're going to be the odds-on favorite coming out of the NFC here. I mean, I guess I don't want to say Dallas. I'm a Dallas fan, but there's nobody else in the NFC is going to the Super Bowl. What team is? Please, I don't want to hear about the Lions. No. Now, AFC, I could take some shots on. Of course, you have your KC, Cincy, everyone's going to love. Maybe there's love on Buffalo. I'm not high on Buffalo. I think Josh Allen he was benefited from a great coach, and that guy's running Daniel Jones out now. I want to say here, how about Denver Broncos? Now, last year I was anti-Bronco. Well, first game of the year, I was in here in July saying I took Seattle plus 6.5. I think it was the opening number, and on the money line, and it was by game day. It was like a field goal. Like no way Seattle's losing against a guy who did that to them and walked out on them. Now, as bad as Denver was last year, all right, Russell Wilson, we make the jokes. Coach is terrible. He was into a new spot. Now, totally changed. I could see Denver taking a shot here. I would not mind taking a long shot on Denver. I know it's good. Well, Kansas City. Anyway, you could turn on any channel, Mike. Somebody's gonna say Kansas City, Cincinnati. Oh, it's Buffalo. Eagles. And really, there's no other team in the NFC. I'm not that high on Detroit. Who else in the NFC? Here in the AFC, I think Cincy is right there with Kansas City. I mean, it's tough to say no to KC. Right there are that good. They are. Quarterback's just on another level. But if I'm going deep, Denver. I want to say Miami. I'm worried about the quarterback. I want to see if he survives week 1. He survives week 1. Maybe I think about taking a future on Miami. Michael. NFC is basically a 2-team race, Eagles and Cowboys. 49ers don't have QB. See how that worked in the playoffs. Saints, no thank you. Rams. Dude, the Rams, I don't think the Rams win 5 games this year. No, thank you. No. Rams are. Why do you think McVay was going to retire 2 years ago? Because the team is terrible. It's terrible. Lions, I'm not buying on the Lions right now. I know there's a lot of hype on them. Maybe they have a nice little playoff run. Let's see it happen first. It's the Eagles and everybody else. And I'm a Cowboy fan, and I'm like, you know what? Every year they're 9-8. Can they put it together? Let's see. Let's see them do something. I mean, they're always 500. I don't care. You wasted a decade of Tony Romo. You wasted Dak when he's healthy. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. I mean, you ran Jimmy Johnson out of this place, and you destroyed this squad. You know, Parcells. You had to get involved in Parcells. And I tell you what, I was even a Cowboy fan because as a Cowboy fan, that dude's a Mr. Giant. But yet he brought you Ware, uh, Romo. I mean, and then you ran him out of town. I can't. It's Eagles or nobody. I mean, I don't think there's any value in him. But I mean, I guess there could be value because anybody but the Eagles would be a surprise. J Rock says, Stroh swinging for the fences. JP France, 5Ks or more. Abreu, over 1.5 bases. Jukes bases. Jukes has been hot. We've had, I got to get back to the Jukes Ribby props. Tucker Ribby, yes. I like it, J Rock. I like it. The big Houston Minute Maid squeeze. Going for the squeeze. Robert, Ramirez and Naylor home run props. I don't hate the Naylor. I mean, I'm on Ramirez already, sure. I think Soraka gives up runs. J Rock, Georgia defense. Philly has got to be nasty. Yeah. I mean, and again, they get good guys in the draft. Just what they needed, right? They're not, you're that good. You're just looking for where can we get some more talent on our team, right? The offense looks excellent. Defense looks, I mean, come on. It was a great How many sacks did they have last year? 9,000? I mean, it's, they look really good. Now, you lose some coordinators, that kind of stuff. We'll see how it plays out a little bit. It's like San Fran, the coordinators in Texas now, too. Or on the Texans, I should say, not Texas. I guess they're Houston, whatever. You know what I'm saying here. Will there be some adjustment period, stuff like that? Possibly. But the talent level, yeah, you should win. Now, covering's another thing, right? Everybody's going to come after the champ, right? They're the AFC NFC champs. They're going to be like, let's get them. You're going to be on everybody's hit list. But I think it's still a good team. J-Rock, Dolphins turned that trade down. They got Niners, Trey Lance to Waddle, Hill, Bradley Chubb. Niners got took. I mean, seriously, Trey Lance. What were you running, Trey? And I say this, even this year's draft, people talk about, we got to take Young or Stroud. How many busts are there in the top 10 of the NFL draft? Right? And you go to a team, I'm going to say 95% of the time. New head coach, 4 or less wins. You thrust the kid into a new system. Everybody, he's got to win now. Like, I mean, Troy Aikman was 1-15 his rookie year. Aaron Rodgers sat behind Brett Favre. You throw a rookie in there, the guy could get mauled. Like, Josh Rosen got drafted by Arizona. The year after they get a new coach, he's on the bench because they draft Kyler Murray. You never saw what that kid have, right? And you got the kid for Washington, Sam Howell. Comes out of Carolina. The year before the draft, his year is like he's supposed to be the best quarterback. He's the number 1 quarterback. He's going to be a number 1 draft pick. Bad year, the kid slips. He gets put on the team. They don't play him at all. New regime might come in. He'll never get a shot. I mean, so many guys. I talk about Sam Darnold here with the Niners. He's on the Niners now. I like him better than Purdy or Lance. He's got a good coach. He's got the talent around him. I mean, this is Trey. I don't know. Michael, can people stop with Derek Carr, please? I mean, come on. He's not good QB, never has been. What do you do on Adams? Well, I don't hate him in New Orleans. You got a favorable schedule. I mean, they should win the South. He's probably the best quarterback in the division. But I like kind of Atlanta a little bit. I like the way, and I said this when everybody's like, they took the running back. Take a good running back. He's supposed to be a stud. You got the wide receiver. You got the tight end. You got a young quarterback. You need a running back. That's what you need to take pressure off of a rookie or second year, whatever the case would be. He's still young. I like Atlanta's team. Coach on a hot seat for sure. Yes, sign me up for some Atlanta. Robert, Jacksonville just keeps getting better. Yeah, Jags are all right. There's going to be a lot of love on the Jags. I'm not taking a Jags Super Bowl future. Robert, people picking Saints as a dark horse on a lot of shows. Please stop with Derek Carr. Had to rant about that. Yeah, I mean, it could be because you're in a tough, not tough, you're in a weak division there. But honestly, what about Baker in Tampa Bay? He's got some talent around him. And we saw Cleveland be pretty decent at football when that guy's in his game manager mode. Problem is the coaching staff down there. J-Rock, 41 on Dolphins. If Tua doesn't get hurt, it's a lie, but the NFL could really be set for it. Yeah. Tua, though, and I don't pray for anybody to get hurt. This guy could get drilled in game one, and he's out for 6 weeks with a concussion again. That's the problem with him. The guy's got concussion problems. All right. Marlins, minus 113 today. Yankees, no bat, bottom 9, plus 145. Your Cleveland Guardians, Ramirez, home run prop, plus a 420. You want to go team totals, Braves, Cleveland, game over? Sure, I'm with you. I probably should have added that. I said that last night, but I forgot to add them here. Padres, no bat, bottom 9, minus 125. And the Giants, to get it done on a run line here with Cobb at home versus Tommy Milan. I don't know how he pronounces his name, but it's a guy who's 36. No, thank you. Giants, run line, we will say they break their 4-game schneid. Again, those watching on Picks and Parlays, come to the Winning Free Pick channel. You're going to miss out on a lot of college and NFL stuff coming up this month and next month in general. So, and it's the same stuff. It's the same channel, just the channel's blue. I don't know. All right. I will see everybody for look ahead lines tonight.